Hi guys, my name is Akrizi and this is the Movie Critic. Abigail is a 2024 horror movie directed by the filmmakers known collectively as Radio Silence, and this is their latest movie after Ready or Not, Scream 5, Scream 6. So a group of criminals, kidnapped the ballerina daughter of a powerful underworld figure and retreated to an isolated mansion unknowingly to them that they were locked inside with not so normal little girl. So if by chance you've seen the trailer of this movie, you probably have an idea what this movie entails. And that is because the character Abigail that was kidnapped was a vampire. And once the abductors discovered this, it sets up a chain of events that is like Ready or Not, but in this case reversed. In that movie, you had one character who was against everyone else. She was the protagonist and she was kind of the victim. But in this movie, we have just one person who wants to kill everyone else. But now she's the antagonist and she's incredibly powerful. Do well to subscribe, guys. Don't forget to turn on the post notification bell. Abigail was played by Alicia Well, who some of you may have seen in the Matilda movie. She's the star in this movie. So much was required of her. She had to, play that innocent child at first. You feel sorry for her. You'd think she's the victim with all her crocodile tears, and she's really, really excellent at that. She's really, really good. She had to be funny because the character kind of really she's accused. She had to do a lot of physical stuff, not only the ballerina stuff, but there is more tons of work, the wire works and tiptoeing across the banister, which I read she did on her own, and depict a ruthless vampire monster that wants to feast on human flesh and blood. She was absolutely amazing, and Matilda didn't make her a star. This movie surely will definitely make her a star. The first half of the movie rests its shoulders on the dynamics, present amongst the kidnappers, because none of them truly know each other. They don't share no information about each other. They don't know each other's name or nothing whatsoever. There was a scene that handled exposition where Joey, played by Melissa Barrera, and these are make-up names they gave each other, not their real names. She tried to use her insights and intuition to guess information about her fellow kidnappers, and she happened to be right, hereby telling us a thing or two about her own character and others as well. This is a very smart and expertly way to handle exposition in a movie character development. Dan Steven is yet again chin up the scenery of another role this year in Godzilla Kong, The New Empire, and is here too. The character he felt empathy for the most was played by Devin Durant. He plays what they refer to as the muscle. He's not the most intelligent among the other characters, but when he's been bashed for not being so brainy, he kind of reveals a side of himself that feels like a loose cannon or fuse, such that if you keep pushing him and poking him, you might meet your end at his hand, and it's terrifying in those moments. And it's quite lovable too, which is one of the major issues of this movie, because its protagonists are willing to kidnap a little girl for money, and they don't know she is a vampire, so there is an uphill battle in regards to likability. The character we are following in this movie is Melissa Barrera as Joey, as she doesn't want anything to do with this from the start, as she doesn't know it would be a little girl they would be kidnapping, so you would want to side her one way or the other. The movie has gory scenes, blood should spill here and there, and even the characters of this movie at a point in time have their body covered in blood. One of the things that bothered me about this movie is the first half of the movie, as opposed to the marketing. If you didn't see the trailer, you wouldn't know the girl is a vampire, and I don't know why they kept that a secret for the first half of the movie, for a while, such that before Abigail was unveiled as a vampire, her abductors were merely speculating and guessing what could be attacking them. If it were some external forces, or they abducted the daughter of a powerful man, a powerful figure playing games and pranks on them, the characters were there speculating on what is and what is not. Whereas I already know it's the child they abducted that was their doom. And the whole time, because the trailer already made sure of that. And for a member, that is a very very bad place to be for a horror movie, an adventure movie, an action movie. you name it. To be ahead of the characters is a really, really bad spot. They could have made the movie in such a way that audience won't be able to know what's next before the character does, because it killed the suspense that is meant to build and give as an horror movie. I'm talking about the trailer now. Now imagine someone who is just seeing the movie for the first time without the trailer. He has no idea of what's happening next in the movie, nor does he have any spoiler for him. This particular person that enjoys the movie the most, just like someone who is reading, who's just reading the script for the first time. Even so, there is a higher tendency of making more money when audience have little to no idea what the movie is all about, or better still, what is next in the movie. It gives them this sense of anticipation. The suspense is at large, is overwhelming, and it actually makes sense when you are, when you have little or no idea concerning the movie that you are about to watch. Like it actually makes more sense. And unlike some people who actually like to see movies with the mindset of they already have an idea of what they are going to watch. They like to know if a pet died in the movie. They like to know what happened to the main character. They want to know how the antagonist died in the movie. They want to have a basic knowledge. Like they need the spoilers before they actually see a movie, which is really, really bad. I am not a fan of that. I prefer to watch my movie without no spoiler, going with the mindset of I'm seeing this as a first timer through and through. You get Abigail in generally is a fun horror movie that has great action sequences, surprisingly effective humor, terrific performance by the characters. If you are a lover of horror movies like Ready or Not, Scream, and the likes, you will definitely love this one because it is worth the watch. I'd rate it a 7/10. Don't forget to subscribe and anticipate our next video. Thanks.